What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode number 4, I think, of the Bug Out Bag, a little mini-series I've stuck right smack dab in the middle of prepping Ohio. These episodes will be released every Wednesday morning, 8 a.m., and it will no way affect Prepping Ohio's weekly or bi-weekly uploads. Today, episode number 4, we're going to see what's in a bag. And I actually have a bag today. And it is, kapow! One of these bad mamma jammas. Let's check it out. Depending on your set, you better check your collar. Man, that was just cringe. That was just terrible. So the use of a handkerchief or do-rag or hanky or whatever you call it, snot rag, it's kind of gross, right? A lot of it's kind of common sense if you have a cold, you know. And in the times we're at right now, it can actually do this too. You can either rob a bank or not spread COVID. Or whatever your views are on that subject. Kapow! There's some more ideas with these things too, and they're kind of tight, so you can actually use it to tie things up if you had to. You're building a little shelter, little sticks up in the air, you can use a handkerchief to tie the top poles around. It would work just fine. This one's red, obviously, so it could be used as a flag. You can signal someone, or it can mark your spot if you're navigating by stars. At nighttime, you set your hanky up and you orient yourself. You know where the North Star is. You know which way north is. This is a marker to indicate which direction that is. These can also be used as little bags. You can place your whatever you're carrying. Let's say we're going to carry this little Roku remote. You set it in the middle. Grab your 4 corners. You've got a bag. You can tie it off. And that's your little pouch. Kapow! Now, of course, it could be used as a bandage, or just obviously a rag to wipe up blood. You can use this as a tourniquet, but you got to be careful with that. You really need to know what you're doing if you're going to do that. Now, of course, if your blood's squirting out, yeah, I mean, obviously you gotta stop that. That stuff's kind of important. But if you do get the blood stopped, you have to release the blood every now and then, a certain amount of time. I don't remember what it is, but it's you can't just shut it off and forget about it, as you'll end up losing the appendage that you've cinched off. There's another use for these that you may not be aware of. This is something I learned many years ago back when I was a kid. I don't remember actually where I saw it first, but it's used as a water bottle holder. Okay, you're getting kind of flattened out here, and you get the idea that the water bottle is going to go in the middle, but you're not going to tie it up like a bag. Instead, you're going to take one corner and just tie a little half hitch in it, a granny knot. There's a old saying about knots. How to tie a granny knot: you wad it up in a mess and pull it tight. That kind of works. Okay, now we got the knot. That's going to be the bottom. So take the bottle, lay it down, and you just wrap it up. And that knot kind of creates like a little cup at the bottom. You just start from one side, you just roll it over to the other. And you kind of give it a little shove, little pull, and there it is. It's a water bottle holder. Kapow! Now you can tie it off, but you don't have to. What I like to do is put this through a belt loop, and then kind of just get a little granny knot right there. There's your water bottle. It'll be right there. You don't have to put it in your pocket. You don't have to have it in your pack. It's on your side, or you can tie it to your pack if you want it. Quick access to it, you know, instead of buying a water bottle that has a hook on it. This is a pretty cool little thing. I don't remember who showed me this, but I'm really glad that I learned it. Now, of course, this could work for other things as well, but the water bottle's kind of the big thing. There was another thing that we used to do with these when we were kids. We would take 4 individual pieces of string, maybe it's 18 inches long or 2 foot long or something like that, and tie them on each corner, essentially make it a parachute. And then we would tie all 4 of those strings to a rock or like a little G.I. Joe guy. Remember G.I. Joe guys? Those things used to be pretty big. And then we would flatten it out like this, roll it up, and roll the string around the outside, and then the G.I. Joe guy, of course. And we'd throw them up in the air as hard as we could, and it would open up and then back like a little parachute coming down. That was kind of fun. That's something to keep in mind if you got little ones. You don't have to have a G.I. Joe guy. Like I said, just use a rock or something heavy, a little bag of sand or something. Actually, you can take one of these and make a bag of sand out of it and tie it to the other one. It's pretty cool, pretty fun stuff. So I kind of joked about putting it on your head. That actually helps out good. The last video, shelters, this could be a makeshift shelter for your head. Wet it down, put it on your head, keeps the sun off you, and just like that. So there's probably 100 different uses for this that I can't even remember right now. Probably use it without even thinking about it. These are pretty common, especially in the trade that I worked in. You always had one of these. It would really pay off to have 1 or 2 or 7 of these in your pack. I mean, they take up hardly any space. They don't weigh anything. And if you don't like it, you can throw them away. If it gets dirty or contaminated or something, you know, you just pitch it. I guess that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Kapow!